All right. All right. The Arrow podcast, guys, let's go over this free agent frenzy, I'd like to call it, and these re signings, few signings for the Chiefs, man. Let's jump into this.
Red and gold, red and gold, red and gold.
All right. All right. First off, guys, if you like what you hear, and I guess what you see, yes, like, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell, man. Help me help you. You guys know how it goes by now. So, anyways, look, man, there has been a free agent frenzy, man. There's people going everywhere. Mainly the Chiefs have re-signed a few guys. Nick Bolton, which I loved, glad to see that. Now, wasn't the best in coverage, but did kind of get better as the season went on. He wasn't the worst in coverage as well, but definitely a run stuffer. Monster playing the run, also calling the defense, man. He called a lot of stuff out, so I think that is probably more important. Trumps the whole coverage thing. You can kind of always disguise that. So I'm glad Nick Bolton's back. Elijah Mitchell, Jalen Moore, Elijah Mitchell, the running back from the 49ers, and Jalen Moore, the offensive tackle that backed up uh, their left tackle, Trent something. He backed up their initial starting left tackle, who was one of the best in the league. Now, Jalen Moore interested me because I truly thought that we would go to the draft. Now, I have been hearing in the draft it's not a big tackle draft. The guys' arm lengths seem to be a little bit shorter than usual. So, and we kind of all know how that went. By the way, the Super Bowl, it's been a while, guys. It's been a while because I had to recover. I had to recover for the Super Bowl. So yeah, now we're all good because remember, we went back to back champions. You can't win them all, and we just watched the Chiefs in 3 straight Super Bowls. And guess what? At the end of the day, they still did something no other team in NFL history has done. So there's nothing anyone can say from any other team because no other team is close to the level that the Chiefs are. There is no other quarterback close to the level that Patrick Mahomes is. So it really, truly doesn't matter. At the end of the day, no one can say anything outside of Chiefs Kingdom. How you doing today? So anyways, we will get back on topic. Now, Elijah Mitchell, I did love that signing. He's a very fast guy, very shifty. Now, he has to stay healthy, which I'm intrigued by them. But we all know, we've seen that before. McKinnon got injured every single year on the 49ers. And then guess what? Played nothing but full seasons for the Chiefs. Two full seasons for the Chiefs. Maybe missed a game, but full seasons for the Chiefs after being injured every year, guys. Practically, maybe not every, but for the 49ers, he was injured every single year. So we've seen how that plays out. For some reason, people come to the Chiefs and they just stay healthy. That's just how it is. When you're always winning Super Bowls and going to the Super Bowl and winning AFC champions, AFC championships, and going to 7 straight AFC championships for the last 7 straight years. Am I really recovering from that Super Bowl loss, or is it just like, hey guys, we can't win them all? But anyways, I'm just sorry, guys. So Jalen Moore interests me because we paid him $20 million guaranteed. I think he got up to $30 million in bonuses, or can get up to 30 plus million. It interests me because I truly thought that we were going to the draft, and that also signals that he is going to start clearly at left tackle, no, without a doubt, which now makes me wonder. And it's funny, guys, because we all do this. In Chiefs Kingdom, maybe you guys can let me know down in the comments if you find yourself a victim of this. Oh, we need this. We need that. We're going to draft this in the first round. We're going to draft that in the first round. Well, the facts are the Chiefs never go into the draft with a necessity. And what I mean by that is They never go into the draft lacking a position and saying, hey, we absolutely have to draft. Let's use this as an example. We're lacking a corner. We have no corners, right? This is obviously an example. So we never go into a draft like, hey, we have to draft a corner first round, which I am almost 100% positive that the Chiefs are going to take the best available player regardless of the position. Now, obviously, it's not going to be the best kicker or the best punter, right? It'll probably be along the lines of it could be tackle, defensive end, defensive tackle, cornerback. That's probably the main areas, right? So it's probably going to be one of those four positions that I see us. And we are going to probably take the best available player at that position, which we always do. And I find myself like, oh no, we're going to draft a left tackle. We're going to draft first round because that's what we need. And we never do it. We never do it. It is very hard to mock draft the Chiefs because we never do what everyone thinks we're going to do. If you guys had noticed, and speaking to Chiefs Kingdom. So, but yeah, that did interest me. I am happy, man, for Kareem Hunt. We re-signed Kareem Hunt. I'm happy for my guy, man. I really love Kareem Hunt. I really felt bad that we didn't win that ring, and I can tell you that Mahomes, I'm sure, is in his ear, like, God, bruh, look, we gonna get you that ring, I promise you. And you know how he's changed, man. He's changed his life. He's gotten way better, man. I do think that he definitely deserves it overall. I was sad. One of the main things I was sad about is seeing DeAndre Hopkins and Kareem Hunt not win a ring. I was a little sad about that, considering. But excuse me. But I am happy that we re-signed him. We got Nick Bolton, obviously. I just mentioned that. Now, I am interested because we just freed up a lot of cap space, which was to pay for some of the moves we already made, but I am anticipating having around 25 million left after it's all said and done. But they converted Patrick Mahomes and Chris Jones contract and have freed up about 49 specifically, we'll round it up, and freed up about 50 million, man, which is a lot, which is probably the most we've had. Now, obviously, they still have to pay a few guys, and then we'll need to keep just maybe a little 4 or 5 million for when we sign the draft picks. But I am anticipating us having about 20 to 25 million to spend on other players, other key positions. So I am crossing my fingers for Cooper Kupp, which I doubt, but that would be awesome. But yeah, I anticipate another big move. We are going to bring in another big player. I can see it happen. I think that's one of the main reasons why they converted so much. So we shall have to see. But I am loving the signings, the re-signings, and I think it's going pretty smooth. Jalen Moore was pretty. He was all right. Now, bear with me, fellas. I mean, we all want to see, that solidified left tackle. But we also got to remember that we have a pretty solid offensive line coach. Can I really say that with confidence, considering what's happened multiple times? Um, I still believe in Andy Heck, man. I still believe we have a solid offensive line coach, man. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that, okay? Because the Super Bowl was a mixture of everything. I do think blame it a lot more on coaching. I think the coaching was egregious, pathetic, but the gameplay was pathetic. Everything was bad across the board. It probably was the worst balanced performance I've ever seen in a game in my life. Like, everything you can think of went wrong in that game. So now, is Jalen Moore the answer to our left tackle position? I don't know. I can't tell you. Now, he's only been in the league about 2 or 3 years. It took Eric Fisher 4 or 5, and then he ended up becoming one of the best left tackles in the league. and it was his fifth, sixth year, but he still got there. What I'm saying is you can progress, right? Now the left guard position is a mystery mark, man. I think that they anticipate putting, or excuse me, I anticipate, and I'm pretty sure from what I've heard per a few credible sources, that they're excited to put Kingsley Suamatea at guard. Now, Kingsley Suamatea does have the attributes. I mean, he'd be a bigger guard with more arm length than your typical guard. So he has the skill set as well. So I am very interested because I do think that Kingsley Suamatea. Now, hear me out, Chiefs Kingdom, because trust me, at first I was like, man, he was at left tackle, he got destroyed. But he doesn't have to move. He doesn't need the footwork that he lacked at left tackle. He doesn't need that at guard. One thing we didn't see is him getting kind of bull rushed and pulverized and his head put in the ground. So he's a bigger, stronger guy. So I do think that he would be a perfect guard. So we will have to see. But I will say, the coaching staff agrees. So we'll have to see how that plays out, though, because that is, at the end of the day, a big question mark, kind of like Jalen Moore. So, but I will say this, Jalen Moore is better than DJ Humphries in my eyes, considering DJ Humphries has came off that injury and what we've seen of DJ Humphries, obviously not Pro Bowl DJ Humphries, which he was only Pro Bowl for one season, right? So he's better than any left tackle last year that breathed on the team, including Joe Thuney. He has the attributes that Joe Thuney lacks. Now, don't get me wrong. Joe Thuney did a hell of a job for 2-3 games, but yeah. So we'll have to see. But at the end of the day, that entire left side is a question mark, man. At the end of the day, it is what it is, right? So, but I will say that in Andy Reid and in Brett Veach, we trust, right? So, even though last year I did not trust the left tackle room one bit. I actually said, if you go back into my videos at the beginning of last year, I thought that the year would be way worse than what it was going into the season with Wanye Morris and a huge question mark over Kingsley Suamatea. But Wanye Morris had come on. Now, I never want to, I'm sorry, guys. I don't want to see Wanye Morris on the field at any position ever, period. Sorry. It is what it is. So, anyways, big one. Sorry, I almost forgot. Christian Fulton from the Chargers. We now have another corner similar to Trent McDuffie. He has similar attributes, similar skill set. He's a very sticky, fast corner. So I am very happy about that. And he's a little bigger. So I'm very happy about that, man, because honestly, Jalen Watson he's gotten better. Don't get me wrong, but he's a third corner. He is not a second or a first. I'm sorry. But I love Jalen Watson. Don't get it twisted. He's gotten better. He's progressed. Now, Joshua Williams, on the other hand, I've seen no progression from him. But Jalen Watson is going to be a solid third corner. So, guys, I truly believe our corner room is now stacked. That fourth corner, remember, guys, he can be decent. Joshua Williams is what Joshua Williams is. He's decent. He's okay on the cusp, right? Of all right, average. Maybe a little below, maybe at times, but he's average. And that's all you need for a fourth corner. Some people have horrible fourth corners. So our corner room is going to be nice. Now, what we're going to do at safety, I don't know, man. Jaden Hicks showed potential. Question mark. Brian Cook? Sorry. No. So I don't know what we're going to do at safety, guys, because Brian Cook is not remotely Justin Reed, and he cannot be the number one safety. Okay. He can't. Now, can he play in the box more? Maybe, but he can't cover to save his life. To save his life. So he obviously can't play free safety. We had no real free safeties on our team. We had all strong safeties. So safety is going to be, it is looking right now like the safety room is regressed, period. Dramatically losing Justin Reed. So I am, but I trust they got a plan. Maybe that's also why we freed up, let's hope, because we cannot go into the with Brian Cook at strong or free safety, which he'll probably be at free safety. But I'm sorry, man. And like I said, I love the Chiefs, but yeah, I'm gonna cry if we go into the season with this exact safety room. Period. So we shall see. But that's about it for the time being. I am trusting Veach, and I am seeing the light once again. So you guys let me know down in the comments how y'all feel about this whole tackle situation. What you think our offensive line is going to look like, man? So this is the Arrow Podcast. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, man. Help me help you guys. You have a good one.
Yeah, we running out of time. 1-5, catch me in the end.